If you continue to think the way you've always thought, you'll continue to get what you've always got. We aim above the mark to hit the mark. The work you do when you procrastinate is probably the work you should be doing for the rest of your life. Focus on being productive instead of busy. The beginning is the most important part of the work. An employee's motivation is a direct result of the sum of interactions with his or her manager. More is lost by indecision than wrong decision. If you don't value your time, neither will others. Stop giving away your time and talents. Start charging for it. Things work out best for those who make the best of how things work out. There will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be mistakes, but with hard work, there are no limits. Build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. If you are working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Success is not the absence of failure, it's the persistence through failure. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Dream big and dare to fail. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Your limitation, it's only your imagination. Hard times don't create heroes. It is during the hard times when the hero within us is revealed. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It always seems impossible until it's done. If you want something you never had, you have to do something you've never done. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Wishing is not enough. We must do. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. The harder the conflict, the greater the triumph. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. We generate fears while we sit. We overcome them by action. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. The future depends on what you do today. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Success is not in what you have, but who you are. Don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. When you know what you want and want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Do one thing every day that scares you. Happiness is not by chance, but by choice. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. Dream it, believe it, build it. Go the extra mile, it's never crowded. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. The best revenge is massive success. Small daily improvements over time lead to stunning results. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. If you're going through hell, keep going. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. Opportunities are usually disguised as hard work, so most people don't recognize them. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. We must let go of the life we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. Success is not just about making money, it's about making a difference. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. The key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. What seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. In order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Be so good they can't ignore you. Can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. A goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Helping others can provide motivation and fulfillment. You must do the things you think you cannot do. Pushing past self-imposed limits opens up new possibilities. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Your choices shape your destiny. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to your goals. Success is not the result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire. Passion fuels success. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Your attitude determines your experience. Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other. Consistency leads to success. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Action is the first step. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. embrace difficulties. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Take action to create the life you want. You are confined only by the walls you build yourself. Break free from self-imposed limitations. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. Effort makes success sweeter. Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential. You've got to get up every morning with determination if you're going to go to bed with satisfaction. Much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. The wise does at once what the fool does at last. To know and not to do is not to know. Zeal without knowledge is fire without light. Perfection is boring. Getting better is where all the fun is. Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known. Experience is a hard teacher because she gives the test first, the lesson afterwards. I have been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Being willing is not enough. We must do. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who want to get things done, and those who don't want to make mistakes. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Live out of your imagination, not your history. If the decisions you make about where you invest your blood, sweat and tears are not consistent with the person you aspire to be, you'll never become that person. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else. Step by step, and the thing is done. The will to succeed is important, but what's more important is the will to prepare. Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. There are two types of people who will tell you that you cannot make a difference in this world: those who are afraid to try, and those who are afraid you will succeed. We become what we think about most of the time, and that's the strangest secret. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. If you continue to think the way you've always thought, you'll continue to get what you've always got. Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. The question isn't, who is going to let me? It's who is going to stop me. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Don't think, just do. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them. Do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. You can never cross the ocean until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. One way to keep momentum going is to have constantly greater goals. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Study while others are sleeping. Work while others are loafing. Prepare while others are playing. And dream while others are wishing. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover.